Five Nights at Freddy's 2 2025 Movie Review. Introduction. A sequel that goes darker. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 2025 is the long-awaited sequel to the 2023 horror hit based on Scott Cawthon's legendary video game series. Directed once again by Emma Tammi and written by Cawthon himself, this movie doesn't just continue the story, it deepens the lore, increases the horror, and fully embraces the tragedy behind Freddy Fazbear's Pizza. I honestly don't understand why so many people hate this movie. For me, this is a strong, emotional, and genuinely scary horror sequel that respects the games while also doing its own thing. I loved this movie, and I'm giving it a 9 out of 10. Chapter 1. Story and Lore, the heart of the film. One of the biggest strengths of Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is its storytelling. The film opens in 1982, showing the murder of Charlotte Emily, one of the most important characters in the entire FNAF mythology. This scene is disturbing, tragic, and emotionally heavy. The introduction of the marionette is done perfectly, eerie, quiet, and haunting rather than loud or cheap. The movie then jumps forward to 2002, 1 year after the first film. The legend of Freddy's has turned into folklore, with events like FazFest, showing how the horrors have become part of pop culture. This feels very realistic and smart. The film focuses heavily on the origins of Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, the consequences of William Afton's crimes, the emotional trauma passed down to the next generation. This is not just a monster movie, it's a story about guilt, loss, and haunted families. Chapter 2. Characters, emotional and complex. Mike Schmidt, Josh Hutcherson. Josh Hutcherson is even better here than in the first film. Mike feels more broken, more tired, and more desperate to protect Abby. His relationship with Vanessa becomes more complicated, especially after the truth about Michael Afton is revealed. Abby Schmidt, Piper Rubio. Abby is the emotional core of the movie. Her connection to the animatronics is both sweet and terrifying. The idea that she truly believes they are her friends makes the horror hit harder. Piper Rubio gives a surprisingly strong performance for such a young actor. Vanessa Shelley, Elizabeth Lale. Vanessa's trauma is explored much deeper here. Being William Afton's daughter is a curse she cannot escape. Her scenes with the marionette are some of the creepiest moments in the movie. Michael Afton, Freddy Carter. Michael Afton is an excellent villain. Calm, manipulative, and terrifying without needing to scream. His reveal as Vanessa's brother and William's son is chilling and adds a new layer to the Afton legacy. Chapter 3. The Animatronics, Pure Horror. This is where the movie truly shines. The toy animatronics are disturbing, violent, and unpredictable. They feel less like mascots and more like possessed weapons. Toy Chica is especially horrifying, manipulative, cruel, and genuinely evil. The marionette is the most terrifying presence in the entire film. Quiet, patient, and unstoppable. The withered animatronics bring classic FNAF energy and fan service without feeling forced. The movie finally understands that less talking, more presence makes animatronics scarier. Chapter 4. Horror, Atmosphere and Music. This film is much scarier than the first one. Dark lighting, long silent moments, sudden but earned scares, psychological horror instead of constant jump scares. The music by the Newton brothers adds a creepy, almost tragic tone. The use of the music box is brilliant and deeply unsettling. The scene where the toy animatronics roam the town is terrifying, it shows that the horror is no longer contained. Chapter 5. The ending, bleak and unsettling. The ending is dark, tragic, and disturbing, exactly how a FNAF movie should end. Michael Afton escapes. The children's souls begin to fade. Trust between characters is broken. The marionette possessing Vanessa leaves the story on a chilling cliffhanger. And the final reveal of William Afton's corpse still trapped in the Springblock suit is horrifying and perfectly sets up what comes next. This ending doesn't give easy answers, it leaves you uneasy, and that's a good thing. Chapter 6. Why people hate it and why I disagree. Some critics say, the movie is too complicated. There's too much lore, it's not scary enough. I completely disagree. This movie is clearly made for fans of the games and the story. It respects the source material, expands the universe, and takes risks. Not every horror movie needs to be simple. If you understand FNAF, this movie is rewarding. Final thoughts. My rating. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 2025 is darker than the first film, more emotional, more faithful to the lore, genuinely scary at times. It's not perfect, but it's ambitious, haunting, and memorable. Star final rating, 9/10. I love this movie, and I truly believe it will be appreciated more over time, especially by real FNAF fans.